Are you suffering from a toxic relationship? Is the toxicity wearing you down and keeping you from going after your passion and purpose in life? Welcome to Fearless Heart. Get your power back. Learn to let go and let God. Thank you for joining Fearless Heart Podcast. And now, here's your host, actress, author, entrepreneur, Nadia Sahari.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be back. I went away for a few days and nice to just get away after the pandemic. Well, I want to talk to you about why we have triggers. And there's so much more involved that we don't know about and that we need to get fixed. And as you heard on episode 7, that we have triggers and that our triggers come from our past. And we don't even know it. That's the sad part. Until you are alone and having the time to give yourself some introspection and realizing what you say, what you do, and being aware of how you're living, how you speak to others, the things you say, the things you do. When you're doing them, you don't realize what you're saying or doing. And it takes time to get away from it, to realize that you need to change it. We all need to change. We all need self-awareness. Self-awareness is so important. And this is where most of us fail. We're not aware of who we really are, what we really do, and what we say. If we had self-awareness, we would be very careful how we live our lives. But again, as I said, many of us, and I would say 90% of the population, has no self-awareness. Now, this is my opinion. It's not statistical. It's my opinion. I don't think I'm too far. Self-awareness. Why? Sit down. Think about things. Think about why your behavior is the way it is. Think about why you say what you say. Think back a little bit about where it could have come from. Somewhere in your childhood, somewhere in a marriage or a relationship. Most of the time, everything that we do comes from our childhood. And honestly, hardly anybody on this earth has had a great childhood. Have you met anyone? I haven't. Think back about the things in childhood. Think back about when you were in an argument with your partner, whether it's a marriage or not, your partner. This applies to anyone in any category. Married, single, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, anybody. A mother, a father, an uncle, grandma, grandpa, anybody, anyone. It can be anyone, even just someone that is a friend for a short time. Things happen. Things are patterns. Our lives are patterns. Some are good, some are bad. But we need to get rid of the bad. Think back about the anger and the trigger that aroused you and that caused you to fly off the handle and shoot bullets and keep shooting bullets and making your partner even worse. Not knowing is really the problem. Not knowing why. So this is a good self-examination. Ask yourself why. Look back. Think about the argument. Think about how it happened. Think about how silly it was, and it was over nothing. Nothing. And it just blew up into an explosion and out of control. So out of control, it could not even be controlled anymore. Neither of you knew how to handle it. Neither of you knew what was going on. And you tried to do it yourselves, and it doesn't work. You have to step out, away from each other, take a deep breath, look up at the heavens, and say, "Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord." Go back in with a smile on your face and wait for the right time to resolve it. We're taking a short break and we'll be right back. After we've relaxed and calmed down, we can resolve it, and it does work. That's what we have to do. Self-awareness. Why? Always ask why, because there is a why. So when you find out what that why is, you deal with it. Fix it. Pray about it. Ask the Lord to change you and to fix you and to help you. I had to do that. I've been doing this for years, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know why I was doing it. I just discovered this 10 months ago. We can change, we can get fixed, and we can work on things, and we can talk to our partner no matter where, when, how. We can talk to our partner, explain what we've discovered, how we fixed it, how we've changed. And you have to be that person. You have to be that person, that different person. You can't be the same. You cannot be the same that aggravates, provokes, or keeps shooting bullets. You know, I've been married 3 times. And every single husband said, "Nadia shoots and then aims." And they thought it was funny. I mean, they loved it. But I'll tell you what, one of my partners did not like it. And he didn't think it was funny. And it created something else. It created an anger in him that got worse because he was a repressive. I was an impulsive. And I don't blame him for not liking it. I wish that one of my ex-husbands would have not liked it and said something. I could have been fixed a long time ago. But that's okay. I'm fixed now. I've changed. I realize my problems and why I did what I did, why I said what I said, and I fixed it. So you can do that too. To be self-aware of your emotions, you have to know why you respond the way you do, why you react the way you do when you hear a trigger. To get the emotion or emotions under the control, you have to be aware. You have to have that self-awareness. You have to not let the emotions dictate your reality. And that's what we do. We go with our emotions. And our reality is nothing like our emotions that we're going through at the moment. There's so many good things that we've done, fun things, happiness. And, this one little moment that is a disaster should not be the moment that destroys everything. So you can save yourself and save your partner. And remember not to let your emotions dictate that moment. because that moment is going to pass. And I know and I realize when you're in that, you don't think about that. But this is where the self-awareness has to come in. So when that happens, be aware immediately and nip it in the bud. Calm your mind. Relax. Meditate. Do it together or do it separately. So the key here is to be self-aware and change your thoughts. Change how you think. And do it together or do it separately. But be aware of what you're doing and what you're saying. Take the time. Take a deep breath. And just relax. Thank you for listening. I'll have another episode for you. And share this with your friends. And go to the NadiaSahariShow.com website and listen to the podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, The Nadia Sahari Show on YouTube. And like. And enjoy. And God bless you. And be safe during this pandemic. And pray that God will take it all away soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Fearless Heart with Nadia and her guests. Be sure to download the Nadia Sahari app at the App Store. For more info, episodes, and connections, be sure to visit our website, thenadiasaharishow.com. Share episodes with your family and friends. Follow the show on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Instagram. Are you ready to step out of the darkness and into the light? Are you ready to choose you? Be fearless. You have the power, the passion, and the purpose. Change your mind. Change your life. Fearless Heart.
Get locked into the Nadia Sahari Show and achieve your dreams today. Listen in at the NadiaSahariShow.com. Listen to some amazing people just like you find their way in life with great uplifting stories, problems they dealt with, and get to understand what makes them tick. It's the Nadia Sahari Show. Great interviews, touching feelings. Whatever talk you need, you're sure to find it right here at the Nadia Sahari Show. Grab it, do it, love it, and get excited today.